Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Now, for those of you that know, right, I've been fasting since Ash Wednesday, so it's 2 weeks exact today, right? And I these past few days, right, two to be exact, yesterday and today, I've been really struggling, right? Really struggling. I've been under, serious spiritual attacks, right? This is the closest that I've ever been, right, in my pursuit, to follow God ever in my life, right? I've been fasting, like I said. I don't eat nothing from 10 in the night all the way till 3 in the afternoon the next day, right? I don't drink nothing besides water, and I don't eat nothing at all, no fruit, nothing until 3, right? And I go to church. I pray daily, right? So I'm really like I said, really trying to get closer to God, right? Inviting Him into my life. But like I said, I feel like when Jesus was in the desert, right, for 40 days and He was just being tempted, that's how I feel. Like, I really feel like I've been struggling, like, so much that it, like, something like yesterday and today, right, I was just telling myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, why? Like, it seems like nothing is working. It seems like no matter if I pray to God, like, this stuff that I feel, like, it just doesn't go away, right? Like, if there's no relief, you know what I mean? Like, why am I fasting? Why am I doing good? Why am I even doing any of this? Like, it's like if nothing is working, right? And I really felt like giving up, right? I felt like I'm just gonna quit doing videos. I'm just gonna quit in general, like, trying to do just anything, really, like, kind of just following God in general, honestly, than just being true to you guys, right? And I was talking to my lady about this, right? And funny enough, like yesterday when I was thinking like this as well, right? And I when I came back from work and I saw the first video that I seen right there, right? It popped up on my feed, and it was a Christian video, right? And it said, "Oh, your sadness will not last forever," right? And then I looked at the video and I was like, wow, dude, like, it's crazy because I was just having all these doubts and I was just feeling abandoned, right? If I'll be honest with you, abandoned by God. I felt like, you know what, like, He doesn't hear my prayers. Like, no matter what I do, like, it just seems like if there's something that is not allowing me to have that peace, you know what I mean? And when I saw that video, I was like, wow, that video is speaking to me, right? Like, I was like, what are the odds of that, right? Like, it was talking directly to me, right? And even today, I just started feeling again, like, man, I'm just gonna just stop. Like, I, I don't know, I just felt this overwhelming sadness, right? And I talked to my lady about it, and she was encouraging me, right? Giving me encouragement. And because I had told her, like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop posting videos at least for like a few days, right? Like, until I just kind of get my head on right again, right? And because I felt like, what, like, if I'm going through things, how am I gonna be talking to people about it, right? But then when she was giving me encouragement, like, just Bible verses started popping up in my head, right? And let me read to you guys one of the Bible verses that popped up in my head, right? This is from King David, right? And it says, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me?" So as you could see in that Bible verse, right? Uh, we're not the only ones. So we feel like, you know what, if we're having doubts or if we're like feeling like giving up, like, we must not be saved, right? Or we must be sinning or something. But as you can see clearly with David, like, people go through their trials where there seems like there's like dry spell, right? Like, it's just like there's no growth, like there's no rain coming, there's just nothing, right? Like, if it's just like hopeless, like, you could see by David's prayer, right? It seems like he's like, what, like, the same thing that I feel, right? Like, it's like nothing is working. Like, it's like if God's not even hearing my prayer, right? And that thing brought me comfort. Like, for some reason, that verse came to my head, right? And it brought me comfort knowing that I'm not the only one that's struggling with these things, right? The same thing with, like, David, right? And our brothers, like it says, know that whatever you're going through, right, is not foreign to just you, right? It's not just some special temptation that's happening to you, right? Our brothers scattered across the world are going through similar things where they feel like hopeless, right? Or they're going through struggles. And another thing that I seen too that I wanted to, there was a verse in Jeremiah, I believe it's Jeremiah 29. So to put things into perspective, right, before I read this verse, just to give context, right, Jeremiah is writing this letter to, the Babylonians have taken several Israelites captive, right, and taken them to Babylon, right. So he's pretty much writing a letter to them and pretty much giving them reassurance, right, pretty much telling them like, you know what, you guys are gonna be captives for 70 years in Babylon, have kids, multiply, make yourself comfortable, because you guys are going to be there for a while. But at the same time, he's giving them reassurance like, look, I got special plans for you guys, right? It's not like how we feel, right? Like, oh, you know what, like those guys are like, man, we're gonna be here for 70 years, or something like that. We're gonna be going through it or whatever. But he's like, don't worry about it, because no matter how this dry spell may feel, whatever, the plans that I got for you in the future, right, are gonna be good plans, right? Like, read this, like, hear this out, right? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So as you can see by that, right, that's speaking to all of us. So that if we think, you know what, it's not working out for me. It's just, because I know sometimes people think, you know what, it's all daisies, right? It's all nice and this, but even Jesus told us, right, that he told us, you know what, in the world you will have many tribulations, right, and stuff like that. But he's like, take heart, right? He's like, for I have overcome the world, right? So he clearly knew, and he was telling us like, you know what, you guys are gonna have hardships, but don't trip, because I overcame it, right, for you. So let's not be ashamed, right? Because I was ashamed. Like, I'm like, how am I gonna put this video out there? Like, people probably see my videos and think like, you know what, it gives me some type of comfort or whatever, right? But we're all human, and we're all here as a community to uplift each other. That's the lie of the devil, that he wants to isolate you, right? And think like, you know what, like, you don't need to go to church, or you don't need to have fellowship with people. Like, as long as you're good, like, it doesn't matter. But no, because when you have a group, community, right, getting together, like, you could encourage one another. And that's what we're meant to do, right? We're meant to encourage one another and remind ourselves, like, you know what, like, these are the promises that God made, right? And he's with you, right, to the end of the age, right, to the end, to the wheels fall off, even more than that, right? He's with you. So let us remind each other, right? And like I said, that Bible verse and Jeremiah brought me a lot of comfort and peace, right? Knowing that, you know what, I gotta trust in the Lord. It encourages me to never give up, right? No matter what, no matter how many hardships, no matter if I'm broken, I'm stumbling, whatever is, right, I'm gonna keep pushing forward to the finish line, right? And you know what, know that, it's not gonna be easy, but with God all things are possible, right? And because I don't want to be stagnant, right, in my life. I don't want to be stagnant or go backwards, right? I feel like that's worse than death, when there's no motion at all, or when you're backtracking. Life is all about growth, right? And the only one that could give me the growth that I'm looking for, right, is God. But anyways, I hope you guys liked today's video. But other than that, I'm out, guys. Peace.